It's time for the Steve and Kyle podcast with Kyle.
You gonna be the muscle?
I'm here to help.
You're gonna like slash a tire so he can't get home from work?
If you need someone with a utility blade, I just need to know the workplace. I don't even care the car. I'll slash them all. That might be better for the police.
You ever slashed a tire before?
No, but I've always been worried that it would like, poof, like...
Me too.
And Steve.
Yeah, thank you guys. It's been a pleasure to do this again. I want to thank the car dealership for the helping us get their car on the road, and the furniture store for dropping off the bunk beds for the kids. And can't forget the grocery store for stocking their shelves and keeping the pantry filled so their bellies will be full this time of year. Also, Kyle, our tire slasher, who made sure that the one homeowner did not get home in time to see this break-in.
Thank you, Steve. We'll be back after the break.
Now, here they are, two guys who are living in style, Steve and Kyle.
I'd almost forgotten that I volunteered. You still in recovery mode over there from the break-ins? It's a big season for you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're gonna have to get to this because I don't have an answer. Normally, when you listen to this podcast, it goes a certain way, and usually you hear that music, you hear some of us laugh. I want to start you all off on a laugh, so we take the last laugh we found, go into the new episode. And then you'll hear Steve's dulcet tones take it away. And I cannot help to notice that since I've walked in this house this morning, legitimately have no idea what's going on. It's been a bit, what's the term? Chilly. The give and take is more give. Less take.
Well, it's good to see you want to talk now.
Thought we had a good episode a couple weeks ago. We left here on a high.
Look who's all chatty now.
Okay.
Yeah, when I needed you.
What am I missing? Hang on.
My moment of need.
Oh, no.
Nothing.
No, I feel bad.
There's a few things on this podcast, Kyle.
Yeah.
That we love. That we love talking about.
Yeah.
You know what they are?
Boy, 3D printing. Obviously, 1990s left-handed defensemen who play in Florida. Our shared love of the Philadelphia Eagles. Parenting. And I think that's about the end of the list.
What's a TV show that we both love, Kyle?
Oh my God, it's The Sopranos.
Do you know where this is going? Do you know where this is going?
Now that you mention it,
Take out your phone. Open your messages.
Okay. You said earlier the better. You got plans today. Big rawr plans today for you. Before that, I sent you a news link about where you could take your newest hobby.
Yeah. Yeah, what's before that, Kyle?
Yeah, you're right. I'm looking back.
What's before that? Wednesday, 12:50 p.m.
Got Wednesday at 12:50 p.m. And
I sent you a message that I thought for sure would initiate one of those conversations where we go back and forth 10, 15 times maybe. Messaging about this plot line, this character. I just sat there. I sent this message, hit send, and then just held my phone 6 inches from my face, waiting to see the little dots pop up. So, good. He's replying. He's going to send me something.
Do you think... did you hold the one finger in Annette's face when she started talking?
Yeah, I've been doing that since Wednesday. You know what that does to a marriage after 4 days of just holding a finger in their face saying,
Luckily, you guys have nothing shared that you have to worry about, like two children. So I'm sure she's been fine.
Yeah. No. She's been great.
I don't know how to.
I'm good.
Listen, angry drinking is not safe. I'm going to ask you to either leave the cup down until we can simmer the anger, or throw it against the wall. You have those two choices in front of you. I can only tell you I'm sorry.
This is not how I wanted to start off 2026. I didn't want to start off with a feud.
No.
Especially about something we both love.
Yeah. I don't even know if an apology is okay. There's no excuses.
Mm-mm.
There's no excuses for that. If there's a couple things in this world that I should understand that, hey, between Steve and I, we can't leave these items hanging. One would be, like scheduling this podcast. Like if you were to ask me when, what time we were recording and I just ignored you, that's a big no-no, right?
Look, I'm somebody who is prompt at replies.
Mm-hmm.
Never a time have I waited more than 2 minutes to send a reply. Never. Couldn't possibly find one example.
Newslink. Holland to build new bike park north of Infinity Bridge.
Oh, I know. Oh, I ignored that one. Because I was still being ignored. I wasn't giving you anything except the message I sent this morning about the earlier the better because, we're going to Jurassic Quest downtown at noon.
In terms of 1 and 1A, it would be podcast related items. And then I would argue the 1A that should not be ignored is The Sopranos.
Mm-hmm.
So I can only tell you I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if this helps ease it at all, but I'm looking back at when you'd sent that because I remember now that you sent it.
Yeah. Don't give me the work excuse.
No.
We have both determined that this podcast trumps either work,
right.
Either one of our works.
Well, and even if it wasn't this podcast trumping our work, The Sopranos should.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm going back mentally to Wednesday at 12:50 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to
re-envision. Deny. As you're hard at work.
And let me tell you how coddled I've become.
Mm.
Because Kyle was a bit grumpy at that exact time Wednesday.
Are you able to pull up like a work log and know exactly what you were doing?
No, I just remember that was, I confirmed on the calendar. That was New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
And I had an expectation of leaving work early that day.
Mm.
And I had not quite heard on that yet.
Again, leaving work meaning...
Go upstairs.
Leaving the room in the basement.
Again, I'm also not barred from going upstairs during work.
They would have no way of knowing.
No,
they don't have a tracker on you.
No, I'll go up, fill coffee, do whatever, let the dogs out. It's not that it doesn't happen. So yeah, I was being a petulant child regarding work.
Okay.
And that probably slipped my mind.
Mm.
So I can only sit here today, the first week of this new year.
Yeah. We are on the cusp of episode 500. And you pull this crap?
With an apology in my heart and a solemn promise going forward that any Sopranos, again, a HBO hour-long drama that ended 20 years ago, right? Didn't it end in 2006? No,
I think it was 09, 08, 09, 07, somewhere around.
Ended more than 15 years
plus
ago.
years ago.
I can promise you, hand to heart, those will not go unreturned ever again. Because
it was such a good take, too.
There's disrespect that you can handle.
It was such a good take.
Right? Like, I could sit here and insult your BMX riding skills.
Yeah.
The Jeep Comanche that
Warranted.
smells like oil.
Warranted.
Anything else. And I think we can get past it. Right? But there's one thing that I understand you can't abide. And a Sopranos discussion point, especially about Silvio Dante. I mean, honestly, probably top 2 Sopranos character. When you think of a mafia person, in my mind, I'm immediately combining Paulie and Silvio because that's my takeaway of what mobsters look like.
Yeah.
Less Tony, more Silvio.
Exactly.
It's disrespectful, and I can only sit here today and apologize to you.
If you had a hat, it would be in your hand.
Over my heart.
Mm-hmm. Hat in hand over heart.
Yeah, I listen. That's. I'm looking back right now. That's just a clear mix-up on my end.
It was a good take. We had just watched an episode.
Yeah.
Where Richie Aprile was being discussed, and they were talking about sending him down the river.
Yeah.
Tony talking to his consigliere.
Yeah.
Silvio Dante. He says, he's getting his opinion on him. And what do you think? What do you think about the Richie situation? Mm-hmm. And it was peak Silvio. Yeah. He just takes a long drag of his cigarette, turns away from Tony, walks toward camera.
Yeah.
Still looking down to about his 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Long thought, long pause. I generally don't think there's anything to be gained by keeping him around. And just like that, a man's fate is sealed.
It's so matter of fact.
That man is like 50-something years old. He had just done 10 years in the can. He's, for reasons unknown, very attracted to Tony's sister, Janice.
Yeah.
They're getting married.
Janice's parents don't like Janice. The way that Richie likes Janice.
And it was such a peak Silvio scene. And for you to ignore that message, it was like I was Richie Aprile sitting at dinner after just slapping Janice and then getting shot in the heart. That's what it felt like to me.
I am looking back right now. I have the text messages pulled up on my computer here from throughout. And I don't know if it's any solace. But there is about a 4-hour time period that day, Wednesday, which is New Year's Eve, where I don't think I texted or replied to anybody. And again, I don't know if that's my petulant child attitude. Yeah, I'm looking. I see somebody texted me at 3:24 that day. I didn't answer. I've got my mother, which I texted at closer to noon. I texted my mother. And also,
okay.
I would never ignore my mother. I would never ignore my mother. Mm-hmm. Sopranos should supersede that.
Yeah.
Right? Like if I had to choose, like, hey, you have one text message on your limited text plan this week or this month. Do you need to reply to the Silvio Dante observation or tell your mom you're alive?
Can we rename our text thread the Silvio Dante conversation?
No question. Because that, from now on, that has to be the crux of every discussion.
Yeah.
Oh, I can only apologize.
Okay.
I
feel as though your apology, it feels pretty genuine. So I'm going to start off by saying, well, not start off because we're 14 minutes into this. I am going to say, don't let this happen again. This happens again. We may not make it to 500. And we're at 498 right now.
Listen, there is no more proper reaction. And I know there's probably a lot of podcast relationships out there that say, boy, if I talked to my co-host that way, they'd quit or I'd quit or we wouldn't be together anymore. But no. This right here. This is tough love.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Because how do you right the ship when you're an adult? I'm a fully formed, some would say, adult.
Again, who was having a
tantrum.
Petulant child moment because you weren't getting out of work early.
Yeah, I might actually have to work my scheduled shift. By the way, I got cut loose. Hours early. Okay?
You don't mean fired, right?
No.
Okay.
They let us all go early because, listen, a lot of the banks and a lot of other places that day also closed down very early. So in terms of what we do, not a lot of coordination with a lot of those people who have the out of office reply on already.
Quick question though, quick side tangent. December 31st, you're sitting there. Are you feeling the pressure to deny more this year than you did in 2024?
I want to get my numbers up.
I mean, you have the counter right next to it. So say for 2024, you denied 6,958 mortgages. Are you at like 6,950 and it's, pushing 4 o'clock and you're like, oh, come on, send me some more. Yeah. Deny.
There's definitely a personal race to try to get to that goal of, especially around that time, right?
Yeah.
Which there's one thing about like an August denial. It's fine, right? But there's something extra.
Just doesn't give you the juice that
a Christmas Eve or a New Year's Eve stamp. Yeah. Fresh red ink.
Yeah.
And you can, it's like when you stamp it and if it's in slow-mo and you see the paper slowly lift up a little bit and then peel, it's back off and it's still the gleam from the red ink.
Yep.
Denied. There's something extra special to ruin someone's holiday.
Well, yeah, you know that they're going to start the new year at the lowest point they've ever been.
Yeah. And listen, then that's when you're minutes away from whatever fake post they're going to make about starting it off on a rough. Here's our goals for this year. Yeah, your goals should have been getting in better position last year so I didn't have to stamp red on you. Okay?
Another side tangent. When you said that you were having your petulant child meltdown because you weren't going to get out of work early.
Yeah. Paid, by the way.
On New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
What did you do on New Year's Eve?
No, that's a good question.
What were you in such a hurry that you needed to get to?
Yeah. I was in bed before 11. Pretty sure Katie and I watched an episode and a quarter of Stranger Things. And went to bed.
I can't mock you.
I didn't even see Ryan Seacrest's face the whole night. I don't even think we told Reed it was New Year's Eve and that tomorrow's a new year.
Our kids were not home. So this is like prime time where we could have actually done something. We went out for dinner at a reasonable time.
Just the two of you?
Yeah, just the two of us. We were on our way home by 7:45.
Yeah.
We put on matching jammies.
Okay.
And watched The Sopranos.
There's nothing more adult holiday than matching pajamas.
Right.
I'll post that on the poll. We essentially did the same thing. Mm-hmm. The only difference was you were already off work.
Yeah.
I was stomping my feet like a 6-year-old who didn't get the toy Tonka truck at the store.
And it was also noon.
Yes. Fair. Of a work day.
A day that you are scheduled to be at work.
What was that? Wasn't there a Seinfeld? I wasn't a big Seinfeld guy, Steve. Mm-hmm. Wasn't there a something with grievances? Like an area?
Yeah.
What is that?
That was, it was George's father.
Mm-hmm.
I think he invented the holiday Festivus.
Okay, that's right. Yes.
It was a festival for the rest of us. And basically what you do on Festivus is you take out like a brass pole instead of a Christmas tree. So you just stand a brass pole up in your corner. And then on Festivus, you do the airing of the grievances.
That's okay.
Where you talk to you go around the room and tell everybody how they disappointed you in the last year, which now that I think about it is so this podcast.
That's why it brought it. That's why that so rattled my brain, because I thought that's the perfect bit for us. Mm-hmm. Because I'm glad you mentioned something about me disappointing not just you, but really the relationship that this podcast is built on, which is, again, an HBO hour-long drama that ended in 2008 or 2009. Mm-hmm. Because I've got to grumble now that we're here. I've got to grumble with you.
Oh, boy. Hold on. Didn't we have an intro for this?
We had a gripe of the week. I wouldn't quite classify this as gripe of the week, but it's worth the music.
Okay.
He's bad. You're about to get an earful. So upset. He's angry.
Hey, you!
I don't like when
Kyle's gripe of the week.
Oh,
Gripe.
I forgot it started with a grr, and I'm lucky I didn't have liquid in my mouth. It would have been everywhere.
Grr.
Oh, man.
He's mad.
Don't know if that's my magnum opus, but boy, it's on the Mount Rushmore, I'll tell you that.
When was the last time you were down in the lab?
Oh, boy, it has been a while. Boy, I don't know if that's an indictment on me or an indictment on this podcast, just really mailing it in. Right? Do we need a 3D printer song? Probably.
All right, so now it's I'm in the crosshairs this time?
Yeah. Okay. I noticed something that I think just grinds my gears.
Okay. Well,
So
if I know that it grinds your gears, there's a good chance I'm doing it intentionally.
That's probably likely. Or you're just, what I'm willing to admit, closer to normal than me. Because as we sit here today on January 3rd, do you have any intention of wrapping up the Christmas decorations anytime soon? You know it offends me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you texted me about this, and I replied to this one. 7:20 p.m. Christmas night. We didn't even say Merry Christmas to each other. It's fine. We saw each other a couple days prior. We understand. We're busy. Also, Christmas, not about me talking to other people. It's as I get older, I'm trying to hyper focus on let's make Christmas the day about with Reed, right? Mm-hmm. So at 7:20 though, you texted me, is the tree down yet? And I said I'm waiting on him to go to bed.
Honestly, I wanted to send that about 6 hours earlier. Figure by lunchtime on Christmas Day, you're sitting there tapping your watch, looking over at Katie, like, huh? What do you think?
There was no Christmas to be found around my house, fully, inside and out. And I don't do like, there's a house in your large subdivision that does like one that people drive to, right? Like they have whatever. That's a huge setup. I don't do that, but I have like 5 inflatables, bunch of candy canes in the yard, lights over our bushes, lights on the house, different candy canes on the other side of the driveway with an inflatable Christmas tree. All of these things that I've just compiled over the years, and I had them all outside. Had the whole inside done with, things everywhere, stockings and hats and the tree and all that stuff. By December 27, you could walk into my house and think it was June.
I'm surprised that it lasted till December 27.
It was a 2-part affair.
Okay.
Inside and out. Because 26, one of those 2 days was poor outside. So I thought, you know what? This is all done. But listen, let me tell you something. While gifts were being unwrapped, I was taking stuff from our mantle and putting it in a pile to be stored away.
Why?
Steve, I don't know how to properly bring this up to you because I'm not trying to put you on the spot or anything. When I was in school, I don't remember me or my class personally ever having like a lice outbreak. Were you ever privy to a lice issue at your school?
I don't think so, but I always remember it being... That's one of those things I look back on, and I feel like I thought it was going to be a much bigger deal in my life.
Yeah.
Kind of like quicksand and scoliosis.
Right. Yeah, do they still do that with like kids where you go into this room, take your shirt off, and they're going to feel your spine?
Seems weird, right?
Boy, that feels like something a doctor should be doing, not
not the gym teacher.
Yeah, weird. Because I think I made an error here very recently. And by the way, before I get too far removed from lice, how has science not come far enough on that? Where it's still the only solutions to this living animal living in your hair and jumping and like biting and doing whatever lice do is like, yeah, you got to go smear a jar of Jif on your hair.
Right, yeah, the special shampoo or something.
Or mayonnaise. It's like your options are like, I hesitate to say homeopathic, but why can't I call the doctor? He gives me a spray bottle or a pill, lice die. Right? How are we not there yet?
Yeah, that's very true. There's a lot of things that I think we'll look at 100 years from now and be like, what?
Right.
What did we do? It'll be like, now when you look back on 100 years ago, and it's like they gave someone a good bleeding to put leeches in their brain to get rid of the tumor.
Yeah, well, that's famously how George Washington passed. I mean, he was old for that era anyway, but they bled him, and he died. So in 100 years, that'll be fun to whoever's alive to be able to look back and realize that, oh, hey, that was a thing? Like, what happened? So they sent home this thing from school, okay, paperwork where I understand why they do it, Steve. Anonymous. Hey, just so you know, someone in kindergarten or first grade, whatever, has not tested positive, but has lice.
Yeah. I think that I think we got something similar to that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe a month ago. I feel like there was something that came home or an email that went out.
I didn't think anything of it. I know because starting like 3 months ago, Reed didn't want to cut his hair, and I'm pretty sure it's because his cousins don't really cut their hair a lot, so he wanted to see what it felt like, looked like growing out. I said, great, do it while you can, son. I don't know if you got my genetics. I don't want to saddle you with that.
You're already on borrowed time.
I got to tell you.
Your hair is already at its half-life.
Yeah. I got to tell you, I don't know what I do so much extra mental work with him, just me telling him, like, I don't want you to worry about these things because I don't want that to pass down to where he has nerves and those nerve issues that I think saddled me with a very quick receding hairline and then very quick hair loss.
Yeah. Maybe it was the lice.
God damn. Did we know about lice in the 90s, or did the school just go, nah, it'll work its way off?
It's good.
My parents probably don't remember the dinners where I'm sitting there scratching it with my back foot like a dog. Or the schools just said, ignore it.
Taking your fork.
Yeah. Fork through my scalp and then into the mac and cheese.
Right. So many things are being explained.
So yeah, it seems fair that 30 years ago, lice killed my hairline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's fair to say.
So Reed's been growing his hair. Whatever. I think he looks fine with it. And you know, I think the only time, and you could tell me, you had the Bradley Cooper hair that was 6 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
Like
Operation Cooper hair.
When did it start to bother you? Because if you're not used to it, I think that's a hairstyle that will like irritate you during the day, right?
It would bother me during the winter when I would wear a winter hat.
Okay.
Because if I got out of the shower, you know, hair dries a little bit, but it's not completely dry, and then you put a hat on. Yeah. And if you leave it on for a decent amount of time, like an hour or 2 hours or whatever, when you take it off, your hair almost hurts.
Okay.
Because at least mine always did, because it would be like, you know, a lot of times it would just be pushed back.
Yeah. Which
is kind of like an unnatural way for it to go. So it almost feel sore.
Yeah. While it's drying too. Yeah. So Reed would get out of the shower, and you could tell sometimes he would be irritated because he would, you know, it's down in his eyes and it's over his ears. And so, but he wanted to keep going. I said, great. So in the midst of all that, we received the thing about lice in school, and we're trying to check his scalp. He's not itching. So like before we even say anything to him, we're kind of observing, right? To make sure he's not the leper. And we don't see anything. Great. And then it's about a week later, days later, where I forget what we were talking about, and I jokingly brought up, like, hey, we're going here. Do you want to stop by the haircut place, right? Because it's so long. And he goes, yeah, I do. Oh. He was very serious. He's like, I'm done with this.
Okay.
I'm tired
Tried
of
it out.
Yep.
Tried it out. Didn't like it.
He got it as long as I think he was comfortable with. And we had gotten it trimmed like over his ears a few times. And then, you know, kind of on the back. So it's whatever. We'd gotten it cleaned up for him a few times throughout this growth. But this time he wanted to go full, like, gone, right? So, you know, for men who have had haircuts, it, you know, like a one on top, one on the sides and finger length on the top and all this stuff, right? So super short from where he was.
So he doesn't just walk in and say, give me the dad.
Right.
And
they go, really? You want us to go down to the scalp in the middle? No. We'll look that way anyway. Freaked. I'm taking pictures and like saying, man, look at this kid.
He looks older.
Yeah, he looks like that's what you think,
whenever Nick gets his haircut, with him, it's always shocking when he goes from like not super long, but just kind of shaggy hair to having it nice and trim. Yeah. You're just like, geez, he looks 5 years older.
Isn't that crazy how that works, right? I mean, with me, I, you know, have that too. after I grow my hair.
Yeah.
So he gets this done, and it's not. I don't think it's during a break, but over a weekend, and we go back to school the next week, or the following day. I'm thinking, man, the teacher's gonna love this thing. He's gonna we walk, and then we get in line. Goes inside. I go to my car, and I sit down, and I say, "Oh no, you screwed up, Kyle." Because I would bet everybody thinks Reed had lice.
Because he got his hair cut?
I enjoyed his haircut for less than a day. I told Katie out loud, do you think I should send an email?
No, because that'll make you look even more guilty.
Right. So I would bet half of the parents, there's not a lot, but some parents will bring their kids to drop off and stay until the kids go inside. A lot of parents do the drive-through, leave that, which is, I'd say that's the more normal way it goes. I live close enough to me, it doesn't matter. Like I like to stand out there for a minute and
a couple
chat
extra minutes with your kid.
And I'm now looking back and wondering if any of the parents outside who also got the email are looking at everybody, seeing Reed rock up. He wanted to do his hair. He was so excited. He did his hair the next morning, Steve. Like, did it after he cut it. And with gel and everything. If they're looking at him going, oh, why'd you get it cut?
Lice boy.
Did you cut the bugs out? Huh? Was there too much maple syrup you had to do to kill the light, whatever the homeopathic remedy is?
Right.
I can't even enjoy my kid's handsome haircut without thinking he's now a school leper.
Yeah.
And
I think you might be, shockingly, I think you might be overthinking this. I mean, kids get haircuts from time to time.
Yeah, I think I just picked the worst timing imaginable. So I've got that going through my brain mixed with what I told you before we had the year in review episode a couple of weeks ago. That also, while I was standing outside waiting for him to go into class, he leaned forward and said, "Dad, you're embarrassing me."
Yeah, because you were trying to be the joke man.
So now I've allowed my son to be confused for a lice head.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm guessing what all the kids all call all the other kids with lice, right?
Lice head, yeah.
Hey, lice head.
Hey, bug scalp. Oh.
Don't let the bugs bite your head.
Because they're stupid kids.
Right, dumb kids.
They don't have good snappy comebacks yet.
These are first graders. All saying this to each other. Yeah, talking about bug heads. So I've decided that going forward, I'm doing the drop off and I'm not getting out of the car anymore.
Okay.
I've been shamed by myself with the lice thing.
Right.
And I want to clarify. Reed did not have lice. Okay. And I'm not saying whoever it was.
Sure.
I'd like to isolate that for sure.
Sure.
I'd like to clarify. Whoever.
It's a HIPAA violation.
That's right.
To talk about it. So we'll just say, sure. Yeah. No lice.
It's not like people are doing anything to have lice, but what do you think of when you think of someone getting lice?
Oh, they're disgusting.
They're dirty.
Yeah.
You did something, right? You rubbed your head on your dirt floor.
Yeah.
I don't know what you did, but it's your fault. You're dirty somehow. That's why you got lice. Is that fair? I don't know.
Can you get lice like from other animals or something? Because you have we talked about it in the year in review. You have a history of like bringing animals into your house and, well, eventually they all die because
you that up, didn't you?
nothing lives in your house.
Can you get lice from animals?
Can you get lice from mice in a cardboard box?
Pet can get their own lice. Not from dogs or cats.
Okay.
Let me check. Like,
what about mice?
Can you get lice from a mouse?
Yeah. What other?
Either that or like, what if they had lice testing? And like Reed was one of them, but they just never told us. That doesn't seem right?
Yeah, like they don't even want to tell the parents. Like, someone's got it. Act as though everyone's got it.
Yeah, so you generally cannot get human head lice from mice, nor can you give human lice to mice. Okay. You know what? I'm pretty confident in telling you. I don't think we were the lice family. Okay?
You're somewhat confident.
Somewhat confident now. I mean, I know it didn't come from me.
You got that haircut though.
I know coming from me. Like, you'd be able to physically see the lice jumping on my head. Okay, that's how. Also, the lice would be starving.
They'd be so bored.
I don't know what they would be chewing on up there because there's not much going on. Right? So maybe that's a thing. Maybe I could help.
Yeah.
Transfer your lice to me.
Right.
They'll die of starvation.
Yeah, they'll be bored out of their mind.
Give them 6 hours, and you watch those things stop jumping. You're going to see their jumps weaken, and then there's going to be flop. You're going to see them turn over on their back.
Yeah, if you got lice, the cure would just be somebody else walking up and going, whew, and they'd be gone.
I also wanted to ask you one more item, Kid, and I think I just got to make sure here a second. Just you and me, right?
Yeah, just
you and me, just
us. Okay.
I, for a long time, I'm not going to say doubted my parents. That's not the right expression.
Mm-hmm.
Wondered why they were this way in regards to breaks for me and my brother, like at school, right? So I'm talking school age. Because it's always by the end, they're like waving you out the door, right? Back to school, ha ha ha, it's a big joke. And I've never understood more.
Oh, God, yeah.
Than this year, Steve.
It's,
and you.
It's unbearable.
You're sitting across the table from me. Twice the parent.
Twice the parent, yeah. Twice the...
That's just math.
Look, how many kids do you have?
Just the one.
Okay.
How many do you have?
Oh, I have 2.
And you have 2 close enough in age to read. So, I mean, we're simpatico here on what's going on.
Yeah.
You guys had Evelyn after we had Reed, but she's 5, right?
She's 6.
She is 6. Okay.
Yeah, she turned 6. Yeah, she's almost exactly a year younger than
Okay.
Reed.
So you had Evelyn, and Evelyn, by all accounts, pretty subdued.
Mm-hmm.
Like, will sit.
She's kind of the stereotypical older sister, rule follower.
Yeah.
By the book, wants it done, knows how she wants things done, and is going to be like the leader of the 2 kids.
So you guys obviously high-fived before you hopped back in the sack to go have kid number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're like, hey, we get a second kid this way.
Then it's going to be simple.
We nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then you had Dickie B, who is turning into a boy.
Yeah.
Right? Like, bad phrasing.
Yeah.
Dickie B is a boy,
Right.
but he's acting like what you expect a toddler-aged boy to act.
Stereotypical boy, dinosaurs, trucks,
Yep.
trains, dirt, all of the things.
Noise, which is, again, this is all to be expected, and I think it's more normal than, I think you had an aberration with Evelyn, right?
Yeah.
The quiet first kid, right? And maybe that is common, but from what you hear and read is, well, if you have a second one, there's a good chance they're going to be unique, different,
The
maybe
opposite.
not polar opposite,
Yeah.
right?
But pretty close.
So I was sitting there the other day with one kid, and this was actually yesterday. I was off of work and had plans, took Reed to, gosh, what did we do? Went to a movie and watched him in the movie treat the seat he was in like he was a scrub brush, just spinning up, down, footrest, up, down, up, moving, leaning over the railing in front. I'm thinking, oh my goodness. And then we get done, and I'm going to go pick up his cousins. We're going to go bowling. Take him bowling. And by this time, it's mid-afternoon. Steve, I'm dead to the world.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm whooped. We get home, and he says, can we go play zombie tag with snowballs? And you know what my first thought was?
What's zombie tag with snowballs?
How the hell does Steve do this with 2 of them?
Oh, it's real simple. You just say no. No, sorry. Nope.
Please teach me.
The snow melted.
I was sitting there, and I hate saying no. I hate being that, like, acting like a bump on the log. Like,
Yeah.
no, I want to partake. I don't want to be the guy who in a year says, I wish I did that. Or
Right,
in
yeah.
20 years, I'm looking like, boy, I wish I did those when I had the chance, because now I physically can't, whatever, right? Whatever reason. So sure enough, there we are out there doing this. And I thought, school can't come quick enough.
Oh, my God. It's so true.
So-
It was, I remember before we had kids, whenever it was this break, because we were off for about 2 weeks at the holidays. And this one specifically, I remember my coworkers would always come back from it, the ones who had kids, and they'd say, man, I was ready to get back to work.
Yeah.
And I'd always think, like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why? Like, I love what I do,
Yeah.
but I love not doing it more.
Right. And the idea,
I love being able to sleep in and not having the responsibilities. And yeah, in a perfect world, sure, everyone would just, do their own thing, not have to go to work and do stuff you didn't want to do or whatever. But like, I always thought that they were so crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean you're ready to get back to work? And I think it was last year, for the first time, I had that realization of, oh, I get it. Yeah, I get it now. I'm ready to go back to work. I'm ready to get back into the regular routine of things and have Evelyn at school and have Nicky doing his thing. And yep, I am on board with that. Totally get it.
I was looking at like programs to like bring him to for a couple of days to just to work off some of the energy. This is why a couple of years ago I got a membership to the trampoline park locally, just because smallish house, don't need the whole winter being literally bouncing off walls.
Yeah.
Bought him a drone.
Has he become good at droning?
Okay, I'm glad we have a few minutes. Okay, because he got a drone. Yeah, he's had like drones a couple of years ago, even, but like really basic ones. And I was a bit jarred by how quick technology has advanced with these kind of starter affordable drones.
Yeah,
because he got another one for Christmas, and he's flying it inside a little bit, and it ended up coming with bumpers so you can so the blades don't get caught and motors fry up, all that stuff, right? So he's flying it inside, and it's like you just press the up button and it's hovering. It's not, you didn't have to make adjustments to just have it do basic things, which was great. So then he decides, I want to fly it outside. Okay. It was one of the day. It was, I think, the day after Christmas, right? Which around here, I just speaking for our area, we had that crazy warm up.
Yep.
For like 36 hours. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, that works. So he goes outside with Katie, and I'm walking into the kitchen. I go get my coat on, let the dog in, and I open the door to go out front, and I see Reed stomping back inside. And I say, uh-oh, what happened? In my mind, he's about to tell me like mom said no or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I go outside, and the drone is firmly lodged in the highest branch in the house across the street from ours. So we take it. There's buttons to get it just to hover. You're pressing all the buttons, and then it's still a cheapish drone, so the battery life on these is short. So you hear it go while wedged 30 feet in the air.
Okay.
I think, well, good gift. Wrap it up. We'll see you next year.
Well, maybe I guess we'll check in the spring if it's still up there.
Absolutely unbelievable how quick it all happened. Mm. And then...
So is it still up there to this day?
While it melted, the snow like I was talking about.
Yeah. The
day after, I don't know if you remember, we had like wind warnings.
Yeah.
With a rainstorm.
Right.
Okay, which again, and I know people who aren't local to us in West Michigan might think, well, okay, no big deal. How weird that is for like late December.
You know what they say, just give it 10 minutes, the weather will be different.
Spring, fall construction season, that's how it works up here. Wind, rain, snow, or sleet, we deliver the mail. Something like that. I waited, and so there I was, Steve, the day after, about 9:30 at night, middle of a wind rainstorm.
Yeah.
Like a mini monsoon. It was nasty.
Yeah, it was coming down.
With a flashlight in my neighbor's yard. And then I had another thought because I'm overjoyed. I'm across the street in this neighbor's yard. Drone's on the ground.
Oh, perfect.
It fell. Great. No big deal. I know this neighbor has a Ring camera. Now what? These are the things that go through my brain. Like I'm telling you, half hour ago, I told you about how I didn't think, who in their right mind would think, well, now they're going to think that our kid had lice.
Right. Yeah. Your brain works kind of the opposite.
Yeah. It's a constant worry. So now I'm like, well, this guy is going to get a notification. I don't think he was home, but something's going to pop up on his phone.
There's a creep in your front yard with a flashlight.
A dude with a hat, coat, and a flashlight in his front yard.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of this while it's raining on me. So I take the flashlight, shine it on me, like wave the drone at the camera.
Yeah.
I haven't heard from him since.
And is this somebody that you're, I mean, obviously,
cordial.
You're not friends with?
No.
Okay.
Cordial.
Because if that's me, and it's Justin across the street,
Yep, Justin
first thing I'm doing is texting him and saying, yeah, that's me in your front yard trying to get a drone out of the tree. Don't worry.
Yep, don't mind me.
Nothing to see here.
Because Katie's first thought was, well, let's get our extension ladder and like a broom and try to, and I said, we would still be, honestly, 15 feet short of being able to reach it. It would not have worked. And then I'd have to explain to him why I'm like making a fort in his tree across the street.
So did the idea ever cross your mind to climb the tree?
Steve, the last time I played slow pitch softball, I tore my Achilles. Okay. And you think I'm going to climb a tree?
Okay. That was a firm answer.
Climb a
there.
tree. You know, that's a good challenge.
When was the last time you climbed a tree?
Yeah. Do you think today, not today, not today, but like, you could climb a tree? Like, you think you could
absolutely.
Oh, no.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I would scurry up a tree so fast.
I am adding this to our list because in the spring, you listen, you got a mini forest out back.
Yeah.
So we're going to be able to pick and choose.
So this is a list that we have to actually do this year. It's our list of tasks. Mm-hmm. So we have run a 100-meter dash that we never did last year.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we were doing the feats of strength that we were going to
were we going to, wasn't one of them like rollerblade or something?
Oh, I could see that. Oh, no. Well, the BMX race we have to do.
Race,
because I'm going to have, what was the bike called? I'm forgetting right now.
The high voltage thruster.
The high voltage thruster I'm going to have.
Did not pass the muster.
So that, and the last time we spoke about this, you were going to physically lay your body on the line so I could get a head start.
Yeah. I was going to dive in front to knock out all the other competitors so you could then pedal through. By the way, I was out in the shop yesterday and a friend stopped over. Ben was helping me work on the Comanche, and he was using a grinder, and it was shooting sparks all over the thruster. And I slapped him upside the head, and I said, "Have you no respect?"
Honestly.
Good Lord.
That thing is a vintage vessel for gold medals. Okay?
Yeah.
One that I'll be riding around the Zach here in about 90 days. Can't wait. Okay. Well, I just added to the list, Steve.
Okay.
Coming up this spring. That's right, folks. Steve is going to climb a tree.
You're not going to do it?
I'll give it a whirl. Once I see how you do it, I'll see if I can replicate it.
But you don't want to be the first.
No, I don't know. I don't think it's related to my heart surgery. Like, I never had an issue if I needed to get on my roof. Do you remember when you were over? This was years ago.
Yeah. And I went up on your roof and took.
Yeah.
I take like the old satellite.
The old
dish down
satellite. I've been
something.
talking about how I wanted. Like, I want to plug that hole with the satellite. I at least want it down, right?
Yeah.
And you just went up there and did a few jumping jacks on the roof and barrel rolls over there at the tip of the roof and did it. And the last time,
Reed's birthday party or something.
Yeah. And the last time I got on the roof, I nearly had a panic attack as I was trying to cut a branch. So yeah, I don't know what's going to mentally affect me here when we climb a tree coming this spring.
Oh man, I can't wait. That'll be so much fun. And it's so easy to knock that off the list. It's going to be simple.
Lots to do.
At Steve & Kyle, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, all the other socials.
Yeah.
That's that's about it, right?
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
I gotta go off. I got Jurassic Quest coming up this afternoon.
I can't wait to get a dino review.
I
One
can't
week.
wait to go see the dinos.
But do not forget, because I am hoping this is closer to that Alice in Wonderland thing that went viral a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah. No, it was Willy Wonka.
Willy
wasn't
Wonka,
it? Yeah,
that's
Willy
right.
Wonka.
Willy Wonka with just some random beakers with steam and some
no,
crude
like,
costumes.
All of the advertisements for it were completely AI generated.
Either that or Steve is going to be wearing dino gear on this podcast.
Oh man, I can't wait. All right, we'll talk to you next week.